Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. So today is Saturday, September 20th, 2025, and I'm headed to the flea market to Venn. So I've been thinking about this because it's so weird. Now, I'll admit I do not understand a lot of technological stuff, such as algorithms. I never did understand those, but the way it was explained to me in the past was they go by what they see or interested in at any given time, or in the last few years, what you may be online shopping for, etc. And that is obvious, but I don't think it's entirely true, especially like the shopping. Yes, definitely true. I mean, it's gotten to the point I don't have to look it up online. All I have to do is talk to somebody about it in the presence of my phone, and it starts showing up all over the place when I go online, which I find rather creepy. It's just weird. Anyways, but I used to think, okay, yeah, whatever, like videos or posts, and I find this especially, it's most obvious on Facebook, it'll start showing me more of those, which is fine. It kind of makes sense, but I'm the type of person, I have a huge variety of interests and stuff, so if you just keep me on one topic, I'm going to get bored. Also, if you're not showing me what friends and family are up to, I'm going to get bored. Hear that, Facebook? You keep, separating me from my friends and family. I don't like that. Anyways, if they do, they just want to show me videos and ads. It's like, where is everybody? But here is something I noticed, and I did mention this in a short last week. Okay. Couple weeks ago, for quite some time, what was coming across my field of vision when I went, on Facebook, were these beautiful videos of love. You know, like agape love, brotherly love, however you want to put it. People saying, and these were all different types of people, every walk of life, skin color, religion, whatever you want to, focus on, saying enough is enough. Okay, they're intentionally trying to divide us. We are not each other's enemies, and we need to stop playing into this, and just saying, okay, we got to stop these idiots from dividing us all the time. And, of course, these people put it much more eloquently, beautifully, just more loving than I'm putting it right now. I haven't had enough coffee yet, I guess. And they were just great. And I loved watching these videos. And I'd say this went on for a week or two. And then Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Okay? Well, a couple days after this horrible event, I began to notice that I don't see these videos anymore. And even though I actually started following some of these people, their videos are not coming across my screen. It's like they all disappeared. They're all gone. Like, what the hell happened? And I gotta try to remember some of these people's names so I can look them up and see if they're still doing these videos. I would hope that they are, even more so now. So I find that suspicious. Okay, you were showing me all these beautiful videos about brotherly love, agape love, all of us, unity, us getting along despite our differences, especially our differences of opinion, and I'm loving it. the algorithm picked up on that and was showing me more. Now there is one type of video right there that I would never be able to get enough of. Sometimes they get me stuck on a topic and I get sick of it. You know, even though it's a benign topic, you know, or something I enjoy, you get tired of it after a while. Well, I wasn't getting tired of these love topics. And then Charlie Kirk died. And they disappeared. So I gotta try to remember some of these people's names, see what they're putting out these days. Wow, I just had a thought that was a very strong point about this. It left me. This is what happens when you get in your 60s. It's terrible. It's like memory loss. For younger people, younger adults, you know, they don't remember as much as us older people do about the past. I mean, well, that makes sense. They weren't born yet, or they were too young. Now, there was a time, believe it or not, youngins, where racism was not a big thing. You know, I remember once I grew up, became an adult, you go to work, you go shopping, do your errands, you know, you get out into the real world. Well, guess what was going on out there? Not that, you know, racism wasn't even discussed in our house. It was just, you know, oh, look, a person. You know, it wasn't a big deal. And, Skeleton Grove. Ooh, I gotta check this out. Starts the day, it goes on till the day before my birthday, November 2nd. Okay, I gotta see about that. Ooh, that sounds fun. Anyways, I got out into the real world when I became a young adult. Everybody of every color, and you know, okay, back in my day, it was mostly, okay, black and white. But, you know, there were other, you know, national, I don't know if you want to say cultures, heritages, whatever you want to call them. We never thought anything of it, okay? We worked together, we lived near each other, side by side. You know, you go shopping, just normal everyday life. And you didn't think, you know, well, this weird shit wasn't going on that goes out there. Especially like young people, you know, you always had, you know, your troublemakers, but it wasn't like now where you go out and all kinds of crazy stuff is happening. I don't know. Things were normal. Nobody discussed that kind of stuff. We just all went about our business, right? You know, alongside each other. Okay, and then things changed. Something happened that you would think this country was ready for, that we would welcome, and that we would handle like mature adults. But the thing, and I'm not going to get into it, the thing that happened isn't really a mature adult. The thing that happened wanted to create division amongst we the people. That was really a thing 25, 30 years ago. Okay? There was none of this big to-do about race. Everybody was fine. You know, the closest you came to talking about culture was if you were, you know, telling people like, okay, this is what my family does for like this holiday, or this is what my family cooks. Anyways, yeah, there was a time, not all that long ago, Racism was almost, I'm not going to say non-existent, almost, nearly. But I guess some people, they did not like that. They get scared. When we start getting along, despite our differences, when we start getting along, they get scared. And yes, there is a they. There is. I used to always be, oh, there's no they. Yes, there is. Well, now, if by this point you don't know there's a they, well, honey, I can't help you. Anyways, yeah, the algorithm thing. You know, it's like they did that on purpose. I'm seeing all these different people from different backgrounds talking about unity and love, and we can't let them get between us, etc. I'm seeing all these beautiful videos, and I'm enjoying them. They're raising my vibrational frequency. And then Charlie Kirk is shot, and I don't see these people anymore. That makes me a little suspicious. And again, I still don't really understand how the algorithms work and what their true, well, okay. One of their purposes is advertisement. I also believe very strongly, especially after witnessing this, a big purpose is, well, brainwashing people. So, oh my God, look at all these people watching these videos. We have to have something horrible, you know, happen, divert everybody's attention, and take these beautiful videos down or hide them. Shadow ban these videos. Because we can't have people, we can't have that message out there. We can't have a message of love out there. You know? I think that's the purpose, but I don't know. Maybe, I was going to say maybe it's my imagination, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful.